All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Greetings and welcome back once again. This is Amuna. As we see this Tory Lanez situation all in the news, I'm here to tell you that before this, I really didn't know who in the world was Tory Lanez because I don't listen to present day music, really. And there is a reason why. And so I think I'm going to add this installment. I was doing it at another time, but I think it needs to bring it back because some of what we're watching is the person's own undoing, right? Because our words manifest into flesh, they take on matter and they become, okay? And so, hey, what's going on, Nasha? And so, all too often, we don't connect what the thing or the person is saying to what ultimately happens to the people. What's going on, Judah? Welcome to the conversation, right? So, that's kind of India. Yeah, I don't know the man, but it's all over the news. And I said, you know what? I'm not even going to pretend like I know who the person was. But what we can do is look at some of the things that's in these songs these days. There was a song that when someone slowed it down and actually played the lyric, Unholy or whatever the song is, I'm like, what? Because this is all up and through, especially TikTok. This, every reel is saying the same song, the same song, the same song. Next thing you know, this melody gets stuck in your head and you don't even know what this person is saying. So I'm curious, you know what I mean? So we're gonna go into this real quick and break it down in true Amuna fashion. I'm gonna keep it light today. I want to make sure that I'm streaming properly over here on the Facebook, and then we're gonna get into it. Yep. So apparently he goes to jail. The father's reaction, really, that's what I saw, and I'm like, wow, Pop Dukes is on level 10. His father looks like, or I think he's either a preacher or somebody, because he's going into full Sunday service when the verdict came down. Now, all of the politics of it, I don't know. But we're going to look at some of the lyrics of what he's a rapper, an artist, okay? Like we were, and there's certain things that people say, whether you're trying to get it to rhyme or whether you're trying to express yourself. As someone who writes music, I don't know what it is, y'all. I don't know what it is. You might be like, she's an old soul or she's an old lady. I don't know. But I've always been conscious of what I'm writing. Writing, you can hear the beat, like say somebody provides you the beat and you hear the lyrics. There's different ways you can write, whether it be poetry, whether it be music, whatever it is. But if you're putting lyrics to something, you can either hear the lyrics first and then somebody gives you a beat and then you try to mix your lyrics over the beat. You try to ride on that. Or the beat has its own lyrics. You can hear, like, so I can do both, but I can actually hear lyrics in the song before there are any lyrics. So it really depends on how the person writes. They say when, again, his name is also being called, when Jay-Z writes, he didn't even write things down. Like he just goes in and he flows from his head to the song. All of this stuff is very interesting because as we're looking right here, once you get to this point, once you have to write down your lyrics and you're looking at what you're saying and you have to submit it to BMI or ASCAP, and you have to put your name on there as the writer. Now you are binding your soul. You're talking about soul ties, right? You're binding your soul with, and you're now responsible for this energy that you just put out in the earth. Maybe that's why I didn't pursue it. Because I'm like, yo, somebody else could be behind the camera, behind them in the studio, in the box, using you to tell you what you should be saying and what you should be singing. And then now you're compelled day and night to be wed and married to these lyrics. It's not a simple matter. I actually saw a video today who said the guy was saying that music is very spiritual. That is an absolute fact. There's some people who say it was the fallen Malakim or the fallen angels who introduced music. I mean, my point is it's very powerful. And the fact that so many people are getting rich not only off of making the music, but of infecting the minds of the people. I think it bears looking at. If we're going to look at germs under a microscope, why not look at them some lyrics? So I just arbitrarily picked these lyrics, y'all. For if y'all are fans, help me to help you. You know what I mean? I'm just arbitrarily, like, as a passerby, looking at these lyrics. So let's break some of this down. And if you have some lyrics that you want me to take a look at, we could do that too. I actually was gonna do an old song, but I said, I'm gonna current events. I was gonna do That's Just My Baby Mama. Oh, That's Just My Baby Daddy. Maybe we'll do that another time, because that song, didn't it manifest though? Didn't it manifest? But let's go. Where we at? Okay. So, and this is just the intro, is the name of the song. He says that he hopes you'll find somebody more toxic. What an opening. What an opener, fam. He hopes that you'll find somebody more toxic. Is this an admission of guilt? And you'll go through way more arguments than we did. Sounds like you need some solidamics. You got some communication issues. He goes on to say you'll go through way more arguments than needed. You better give him the same blinking treatment. So not only is he saying that he has ill intention for you, in the sense of he wants you to find somebody more toxic, he's taking the fact that they had communication issues in the relationship and using it as a talking point to say that you're going to find somebody who has worse communication skills than I do. And then he goes on to say that I hope you don't change it up. I hope you keep that same energy and give him the same treatment you was giving me. He goes on to say, I know it's just the intro and this blink get deep, but I got my reasons. Back in the day, we used to write notes. This feels like a note that you used to pass in class. This whole opener, back in the day, it wouldn't have made the internet. It was on one of them folded notes that said for your eyes only. But we're in the day where, there's no more notes. There's only text and songs such as this. He goes to say, I put my work in. It wasn't worth it. My stresses turned you to the person for somebody else. I made you worth it for somebody else. So he was tilling the ground, but he's not going to eat the fruits, because for some reason this was a mismatch. Relationship problems. He goes on to say, I endured all your flaws till I broke through all the walls of your guard. Now you're perfect for somebody else. That's a gross assumption. How do you know she's perfect? If she just went through this toxic situation, are we sure that she's perfect for somebody else? I mean, what yardstick are you using to measure? If you just came through this toxic situation, are you saying you molded her like she was on the potter's wheel and you were applying the pressure in the right spaces so that she can come out, this perfect being? Anywho, I'm about to call her, bruh. I ain't gonna lie. Call her. I don't know who the her is. I know she's somewhere with a good guy. Oh, he gonna call now the works of his hands. Okay. Then he says he knows she's out with a guy who push a pretty prinny. Now he's feeling a little uncertain. You know what I mean? Have you guys heard this song before? I don't know how the lyrics go. I'm just reading. I don't know how the melody go. I'm just reading the lyrics. But now he's in his mind. Like, he's wondering, is she with somebody else? He put in all this work. It couldn't work with them. Now the guy got more stuff. He got more money than he do. He's in his feelings right now. He goes on to say, her friend just let me know. She say he gets more paper than me. Yeah. Dang. There goes my ego. So there's many things, or a few things, that really hit a man's ego. And they're telling you, sometimes you just got to be quiet and listen. He told you what's hitting his ego. A, that you went to somebody else. And B, that the somebody else got more money than him. This blink is weak, though. My heart is cold as blink. It's brick. It don't feel cold, though. That's not the energy I'm getting. I'm getting upset energy. I'm getting hurt anger. Anger is warm, not really cold. Anger is a warm emotion. This is why anger is associated with fire. So I'm not really getting cold. Cold would be like indifference. You know what I mean? Anger is more what I'm getting from you here. But let's continue. My blink is Shaq at the free throw. Oh, brick. Sorry, that was funny. Sorry, Shaq at the free throw line. It was brick. Anywho, trying to get you back with all these cheap hoes. So he's using other women to try to invoke some type of jealousy. Okay, this seems like a lot of what is going on, that it's not only now but even more so now. The younger generation, um and my generation, and the younger generation does not have the communication skills needed to move through to move through these issues. Judah says, all I'm hearing is therapy, therapy, therapy. But don't we all? He's just why I think this is valuable, because if you took this to therapy, it's a starting point. Some people are jacked up and they don't even have the words to express. This is oftentimes why people who express themselves get so much attention in society, because emotionally, a lot of people are constipated. So they don't even know how to express themselves. So for me, somebody who moves through, emotional things, I'm like, this is at least a starting point. You at least can hear how the person is honestly feeling, and then you can move from there, as opposed to, what's going on with you? Oh, nothing. Well, what's bothering you? Oh, I don't know. Like, at least he's giving us something. He's giving us something to go. He's in his feelings. Shorty left, and he didn't get no ROI. He want a return on his investment, and he's not getting it. Right? He says, you don't even peep though. So he's trying to get her jealous. He's trying to invoke some type of jealousy, but she's not giving him the time of day. She's gray rackling right now. She's not giving him the time of day. Are my children trying to bake apples? What in all of cinnamon and apple am I smelling? These jokers. Let me continue, y'all. This is why. Let me continue. I seen it all till there was nothing left to see. I know she would leave me. What you telling me? Who is he talking to? Is he talking to his brethren or something? He goes on to say, because when it's said and done, all I got is these melodies. So he's over here with his harp. He doing the Daweed. At the end of the day, all of his antics, all of his tips and tricks are not working. All of his, what's the name of that guy that they banned the other day? What's the name of the bald-headed guy that they banned the other day? Oh, y'all know his name. Andrew Tate. All of his Andrew Tate tactics are not working. All of the KS tactics are not working. The manosphere vibration is not happening. And they're going to say, brother, see, but the problem is that you was in your feelings. Okay. So this is like a modern day love song right here. This is Jodeci 2021. So let's continue. Where is he? You wasn't there when I was selling CDs. Oh, he took it back. Did he say selling CDs? That was early 2000s. Jugging at the TD. I was making CCs. I don't know what that is. I don't know. TD? Is TD the TD bank? Y'all help me out, because some of this slang, I don't know. Money coming out. I've been watching it in 3D. Okay, so you wasn't there when he was grinding, but if you was, he probably would have left you for a new come up. So the question is, if she's there and she helps you when you on nothing, when you on E, and then she helped level you up, you leave her for somebody who wasn't there, and now he's in his feelings telling her that she wasn't there. But now that she is here and she left for somebody that got more money, he's just really in his feelings about the money. That's what I'm getting. Fast forward a couple of years later, see me, yeah. Come and see me, yeah. Come and see me, B. Why you gotta call her B? How did we get here? How did we get here, Tory Lanez? Why you gotta call her out her name? Anywho, car futuristic shouldn't come with 3 seats. Took the last feedback. It don't come with TVs. Okay. He says he stopped wearing chrome hearts and Amiri jeans, getting too much money, and is busting out the seams. So you carry your money in your pants? Okay. Shorty, don't act like I didn't meet you on the scene. So basically he's feeling like she doesn't have the right to level up and leave him. Right? Because it's like I found you in a certain estate. I found you at a certain level. Like, how dare you level up and leave me here writing this song? This is just the intro. Like, how dare you? I'm supposed to leave you. You're not supposed to leave me. Anywho, I only slept on you because you started selling dreams, he says. Oh my God, I don't even know. I'm so ashamed right now. I don't know. It has quotation marks, so he could be saying that she was saying that, like she wasn't being truthful, and the girl was lying. Maybe this is what I'm receiving. Let me know. Judah, you confused. Judah said, I thought he left her. Well, I guess in the beginning of the song, they're having communication issues and they broke apart. But he Picasso'd her, and now she's better for somebody else. That's what I'm getting. So I don't know who dumped who, but this is where we at right now. She be blinking rich niggas since 19. Did you notice before or after you got with her? Because if you saw her on the scene and you knew that she was doing this since 19, then why did you also talk to her? But let's continue. No money inside her bags, just drugs and Maybelline. Father, give us the strength. Now, now, now he coming for her. What she was looking for, come up. This is what he's saying. Nothing inside her bag but drugs and Maybelline. Oh no, she was a TikTok model. Somebody help us. Seems like money got you doing anything. This is what I think he's really mad about. Because for the last, let me see, 3 verses, it's all about money. He's really mad. Not only did you leave him, so he's really mad about the other guy. Really, this is what I'm getting. He says, serving looks, you deaded me on all for finer things. He's really mad about the money. Blink, what he say? Blink me good, and then you telling me all kind of things. So she puts the WAP on him, and then he believed whatever she was telling. It's like money got you doing different type of things. Yeah, basically, this is wrapping up here. Honestly, he doesn't know why he did it, but he did. Girl, I heard you blink that in some I brought you. Oh, what kind of trifling? This is like reading somebody's diary, fam. Okay, India, you confused? Yes, exactly, India. He says because his hand, he's so great, right? He had her on a potter's wheel, right? And now she's not good enough. And that's a kind of a narc where they put you up on the pedestal, but then when you don't live up to the expectations, then they rip you down. And he's only ripping her down because she left, right? So this is a window into the minds, because I'm seeing a lot of videos lately about men, melanated men, who are doing heinous things against the women who no longer want to be with them. Like, this is a song, but on a real note, there's a channel, I think I shared the channel here before, and it's concerning the levels that, like, okay, you broke up with the person, but the levels that some of these men are going to, like, really pay attention. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So he goes on to say that he heard homie was out here being trifling. She was over there with the dude in the fit that he bought her. He said it hurts. He has feelings. Men have feelings too. A lot of women are running out here talking about men don't have feelings. Here goes Tory Lanez telling you all about what he feel. I don't know which girl did it to him, but somebody did it to him. Okay. He goes to say it hurts to know that that's some different blink I taught you. So now you're going with the tips and tricks that he taught you and the fit. You left me for someone that was icy. With all that ice, don't you forget. So he's, again, really, really, really upset about the man having more access to resources than he did. But would he be this mad if she left him for somebody who was broke? Right? Let's continue. You gotta come and see me. Come and see me. Yeah. Come and see me. And then he repeats, if it's on the gram, on the TV. So he's like, I'm going to lure you back in. But if she only had drugs and Maybelline in her bag and she was after the bag, then she already been there. It's like she already went on that ride, brother. She's not trying to go back over there. You already said what the issue is. She's trying to level up. So unless you come with more capital, you know what I mean? She's not coming back, brother. She's not coming back. He goes on to say, gonna see me, yeah. I'm going to skip that because he repeats. If it's on the gram, if it's on the TV. So he's like, yeah, girl. You're going to miss what you had. Just wait and see. Then he goes on again. What's in it for? He's toxic. You know it. So why are you luring her back to toxicity, my brother? You know you're toxic. She knows you're toxic, right? And not only are you toxic, but you are toxic with less ice than the other man. Why is she coming back? I don't hear nothing about love in this situation. He goes on to say, whatever your friends say, that he ain't SHIT, and you know it. You know it. She hops in my double R. She'd rather cry tears in the stars. I don't know. He would have to explain this, Tory. I know that right now you're kind of tied up and busy, but I don't know. I don't understand that line. So far, I've been doing good, but that line, maybe you can break that down for us. He goes on to say, they ain't doing it like us. Movie is playing and they ain't queening it like us. Is that okay? Maybe he's toxic. How you said maybe earlier on, you knew you were toxic. And then you prayed that she found somebody more toxic than you. It's not maybe, it's for sure. You went and found yourself another option. Oh my goodness, you're obsessed with the other dude. He's more obsessed with the other dude than he is with her. Liquor, he's gone. Sipping. Now till he get depressed in this beat. So now he's going to drown his troubles in the bottle. He's going to get tipsy, intoxicated. I mean, you have enough data here to really discover some things that are going on with the soul. Like, why would you want this type of drug, Maybelline type girl in the first place? These are the questions you, because I mean, you're the man. We hear here in the manosphere that the man is the one who gets to make the choice about the relationship. So as the man, why did you choose such a character? Let's continue. Then he goes on to say, then I'm gonna call you right up on the flip. So he gonna get tipsy so that he can get liquid courage so that he can holler at her and really tell her what he feels. 50 reasons why see, he's obsessed. He's obsessed with the guy. He's gonna call her and then tell her 50 reasons why the Negro ain't nothing. Blink them niggas if I'm not at the top. He gonna go crazy and he gonna make it hot. What? DM your and blow up your spot. Huh? No, Satori is going to drop dime in the DMs. The man said, I'll make it so if y'all see me skipping, I'm not just for entertainment purposes gonna be sending my soul this day. So if you hear me skip over some of the ratchetness, you know why. You can read it at your own discretion. But the homie says he gonna get some liquid courage and he's going to give you all the reasons from 1 to 50 why that dude who has more ice and more money than him is nothing. And this is not how you get her back. This is absolutely, who's giving you this advice? And then he says, after that, he's going to jump in the DMs and blow up the spot, meaning telling him all about the things that who you are and who you're not, right? Let's go on here. Then he say, blink up the relationship that you got. Father, yes, he wants revenge. Blink it up, and now he's calling you mine. But why would you want her back? You just said she wasn't nothing. Earlier on, this is what you do call toxic. This is the type of stuff that has people on the merry-go-round. You said she wasn't nothing, and that she wasn't worth it, okay? And that she had bodies, and she was laying with men since she was 19 for money. All of these things. Why would you sabotage after you said at the beginning that you hoped she had a more toxic relationship? Why would you want to call her yours at this point, sir? Sir, why? Why? But the people think like this. This shows you that right now, Ayanla, I know you went on vacation, but Ayanla, we need you. We need you. Somebody paid Ayanla to fix my life right now. Let's continue. There's no real intention of making you mine. Oh, sorry, he tricked me. He just want to see you with no one else. Okay, this is a little crazy. He was like, yo, I want you to be with me, but not really. I don't want you to have nobody else. Yo, Judah said it's demonic. It's something. It's something. It's something. But this is what the children are listening to. This is why the case is so interesting to people. Let's not go over to his counterpart that's also in this situation, which is Meg the Stallion. Okay. because their stuff is vile over there too. So we see the fallout of what's going on in the media, but the people are laying the foundation. How they got celebrity is by seeding the minds of the youth with this type of stuff. Your young teenagers somewhere listening to this madness and identifying with it and tuning in with it, right? And then making this the reality in their lives. And then you're wondering why you are taking care of your grandchild from your daughter who's 17 and your son who's 16, because they were over here rocking to this and thought that this toxicity was relationships. So it has real world effects. I'm making light, but in reality, this stuff, they put it out, they put it on all streaming platforms, and in their little AirPods and in their little earbuds, they're listening to this. And this is being embedded in their spirit. But let's continue, shall we? Let me know if you're enjoying yourself. Like, share, and subscribe. Let me know if I need to do this more, because I'm enjoying myself. This is rather interesting. Let's continue. Where did he say now? He said he don't really want her. He just don't want the other dude to have her. But if she's toxic, why do you even want her? Let's get, like, I'm the only one allowed to move on. I told you. Okay, this is crazy. This is crazy. He's the only one allowed to move on. She's not allowed. This right here, Tory, your dad is screaming. But Tory, I don't know if they're going to give you time or less time, but you do need to have some reflection. You need to have a shine moment right now. You need to do some reflecting. He goes on to say, he's a F-boy for saying that. Girl, he knows it. He don't deserve you for playing like that. That he knows it. But through these toxic eyes, he sees potential. Yes, through him cataracts, through cataract eyes. Okay? He sees potential. Brother, you have cataracts. You need corrective surgery. You need LASIK. How are you seeing potential? You're not seeing good. Took advantage of the fact. You got to come and see me. Come and see me, he says. So he's giving an invite. He tell her to come on the gram and come and see him. He's bidding her. After you done told her all of this, why would she want to? And sadly, some women will look at this and be like, he loves me. He loves me. Didn't you hear what he said? He didn't want anybody else to have me, bruh. That don't sound too right. We at the end of this here. We at the end. He goes on to say, I think I'm going to do one more of these, because what? He goes on to say, wants me to call, don't you? Don't you? Once again, toxic. He asking and answering his own questions. India says, and you can't escape it. Listening to the radio with the kids in the car, and that vile Nicki song is number one. Oh, chill. Judah says they started a petition to free him. This is what I'm saying. I don't know the Nicki song. I told y'all. What's the Nicki song? I don't know that one. I don't know that one. But I could almost. This is what they're paying them for, millions and millions of dollars for to lower the vibration of the children. These are the youth. Okay. Now he's saying, you want me to call, don't you? Don't you? Every time I see you, he goes, every time I see you, why don't you return my calls? Wait a minute. Okay, you know what, brother? First, you're telling her you want me to call. And then you're saying that when you see her, why don't she return your calls? Why would she want you to call and don't return the calls? What y'all playing? Cat and mouse, Tom and Jerry? Then he goes on to say, you trip out where I be. Should have known karma sees me. Now you don't got me. I'm glad. I think she's glad. His real name is Daystar Peterson. So that's who wrote it. So he got all the credit for writing these lyrics. These lyrics sounds like he needs a few counseling sessions. That you're possessive. I'm trying to see where to start here, because this was just a mouthful. What if this is what's floating in the minds of your sons, floating in the minds of your daughters, right? Thinking that this is love. Like back in the day, people was listening to the Temptations, even though they were saying some crazy stuff here and there, but they didn't put it like this. This is just with no filter and no chaser. He started off that he was toxic, he ended that he was toxic, and he's really playing mind games with this girl. And in playing these mind games, he's able to confuse because he's sending her mixed messages throughout. 1 minute and if the girl is daddy issue, if the girl is desperate, if the girl is whatever is going on with this girl, she would actually think this is a loving relationship that is exciting because they have this back and forth type of thing going on. Absolutely wow. Let me just see if this was just a one-off. I literally just picked it out of the blue. Let me see. Oh boy. Alone at Prom. Is this a song? He sounds like he's been hurt. Let's see here. Which a lot of men early on who get hurt and never heal, and it's that one in their mind that got away, that one that they really, if the one that got away, the one that they really loved, wait a minute, then they oftentimes, not all the times, but they can take it out on people who don't have nothing to do with it. Okay, let's look at this one here. Never read this before, never heard it, so I'm just going to go ahead and do a reaction straight off of what we're seeing here. And then Judah's going to get banned. It's giving Stalker India. It's giving something. It's giving somebody needs to show that text to, be like, oh, look, he wrote a song about me. You know what I mean? Somebody needs to sit that young girl down and be like, hold up, man. This not sound too right. Let me see. And what makes it catchy and stick to your mind is the actual melody. Because when you read where is the song? When you read it straight out, it sounds crazy. But I bet you over some lyrics, over a beat, people are just singing along, not knowing what they're singing. Okay, give me a second. Let me find this lyrics here. I didn't have this queued. I literally just looked for it now as I'm speaking to you. Come on. Let me look it up a different way. Hold on. Hold on. I can hear my children. Let me tell them to quiet down for a second. Why is this thing not Yeah, I'm back. My apologies. They over there having a whole town hall over there. And I'm over here trying to find these lyrics. And give me a second. I realized I forgot my background music. Maestro, cue it up. Yeah, 1 second, peoples. Okay, where is the lyrics for this song? Are they trying to hate on the kid? Hold on. Let me know if the internet is lyrics and track list. Bet you it sounds like another Tony Braxton vibration. Hold on 1 second. Do I keep clicking the same thing? I don't see it. Hold on, peoples. 1 second. Is that an actual song? Or is that oh, that's the name of the album. No wonder. That's the name of the album. Alone at Prom. Okay. So now we're gonna have to pick what songs did Tory sample? Okay. That's the name of the album. No wonder I'm not finding the lyrics to that. So now I have to pick a song from that. Okay, let's pick a song. Pick a song, any song. You guys put in the box right here. I'm gonna put the songs up here, and then you pick the song, and then we'll take a look at it. Let me see. Cause I'm like Alone at Prom. Oh man. Come on, peoples. Okay. You okay, here are the songs. Let me know which one. Enchanted Waterfall. Oh no, no, do not play nothing. Help me, help me. That was crazy. Okay. That was Enchanted Waterfall, Pink Dolphin Sunset, Midnight, The Color Violet. I should read that one because people stay trying to like, I'm wondering when you gonna finish The Color Purple. Lavender Sunflower, Ballad of Badman, Lady of Namek, Pluto's Last Comet, 87 Stingray, Hurt from Mercy, and Last Kiss of Nebula. What the backside is all of this? This is from very, very interesting stuff. Just pick a number from 1 to 11. That'll make it easier. Just randomly pick a number. What song does he have that charted? I think I saw him saying that when he released this, all the stuff that was going on, let me go and look. What all the stuff that was going on, they were hating and they blocked his song or something like this. I don't know. So as per India, let's see. Famous Tory Lanez. Okay. Song. I have no idea. Oop. Let's see a famous song that he has here. Money Over Fallouts. Okay. So let's look at this. Finally, I found the lyrics. Jeez Louise. Okay, Money Over Fallout. So let's look at this here. I went to see. They're saying that this song had to do something with the issue. So I looked up famous songs. He goes on to say, it's one of the crazier stories we've heard of, guys. He knows. As it's unfolding, it's like blink, Tory Lanez, okay? Now, I'm from Houston, and he's from Bro. So they say he's talking about Meg Thee Stallion. And to think that the whole night unfolded on social media. You are the alleged shooter of Meg Thee Stallion. Dang, he put her whole name in there. Man said, me no afraid I will. He's like, yo, I'm not sneak dissing. Me call your whole name. That's hilarious. Instagram in the pool with Kylie Jenner. Was she backtracking with what she said originally? You know, maybe that's why we don't have a report. Yo, the song sounds like an Instagram post. Let's continue. Donkey of the day. Some bees trying to take up for Tory. And it's more to the story, B. It ain't there. Sorry. It ain't there. Ain't nothing to the story. Tory Lanez got a lot of bad press. Serious. He gonna get deported. What? Donkey of the day for Friday, August 21st goes to Daystar Peterson. So, you know, on another note, he's actually making when he released his 2021. So he's actually recording, in real time his perspective, which is very interesting. It says, so they got pulled over and she had been shot already? Great. Well, hold up, donkey of the day. What I'm looking like? He looking at the police and then shot her? Ends like that. You a sucker. He's the king sucker. He's the biggest sucker in the industry. Facts. Kosh is looking for you, dog. Because the police came out saying, we didn't even know she was shot. Guess who I believe, Megan? The best thing for Tory Lanez is for... Why is he talking about himself in the first person, in the third person? Why is he calling his name Tory Lanez? He got me messed up. Like, who's singing the song? He needs to just be gone. So, yeah, they're saying that he's from Canada, so he might ended up... Why India said the lyrics is terrible enough to get him deported. I hope he got some serious rhythm, or because I'm trying to figure out how is this going right now. Do I press play for the flow? Because I'm trying to feel where he's going. Anywho, okay, let's see here. So he needs to just be gone. I'm done with this. You got to know the truth. Hey, they rather see me in the cell. And see, they say he's facing 22. Some YouTube lawyers are saying, this is way too long. That's the maximum for something. He didn't. I mean, I'm looking at people on this thing who have actually taken someone's life and don't get 22 years. So it leads me to believe that there may be some more to this story right here. But let's continue. Hey, they rather see him in the cell like he posted out with $30,000 bail. He's the GOAT. Y'all don't know? He made that dope float on the scale. Why are you talking about possibly missing out on a case? And you talking about dope floating on the scale? I don't think that bar needed to be in this particular song, sir. If you're trying to, say that you're innocent. Like, yeah, we ain't gonna get you for that gunshot, but we are gonna get you for that dope floating. Like, why are we doing this? He goes on to say, he had them hoes going crazy. Fiends cracking, going pale. See, are you selling paraphernalia and drugs to the community, brother? And bragging about it after talking? See, this is the other stuff may not get you, donkey, but why are we doing this? This is not cool. He goes on to say, now know that he's real. He got that flow. It's on sale if you need a rush. Coke blowing out the friend's nose like the speaker bus? Why? The whole caught me deed up, talk down with ting up. What? Megan people trying to frame me for a shooting, but them boys ain't clean enough. He is calling names. Okay, back in the day, we used to call it dry snitching. He not dry snitching India. He wet snitching. Like, he is full out calling names. He is, they say mature McConnell fold. He called the foul. He threw the corn. If the cap fit, he walked over to Megan, put it on her head. He's letting it be known. What is also interesting is before this trial, this was last year, he's putting on record that it's a setup. And I think this is why a lot of people are like, yo, this is a setup, because this is not how the thing went, but nobody's really trying to hear what he has to say. Because he's also muddying the waters because he said too much. I actually saw a clip the other day from, what's the guy name now? Oh, Father help me. What's the guy name with the teeth and the crazy dreads that always stick up everywhere? The one, not the baby, Lil Wayne. With the gold teeth, right? He said that he's said so much in so many songs over the years that he himself forgotten what he has said, and he has to what do you call it? This is when you chat too much. It says in the multitude of words, sin is not far, right? He has to Google his own lyrics to make sure he hasn't said that already. That's crazy. That's when you just said too much. You said too much. So at this point, Tory Lanez is muddying the water. He is pointing like, she over there, right over there, her with the weave in the lace front, it was her. He's not waiting, okay? He goes on to say, I see how they teaming up, watching, and I'm calculating. Gotta keep it quiet. This is not quiet, bro. You released a single. I can't jeopardize the outcome waiting. Seeing certain people hating, like how this hating. I done gave the, how is this keeping it quiet? You released a whole single. I done gave these people so much features, made these famous. They was on the blog saying I'm canceled from this entertainment. I was on that Spotify like 30 million. Monthly listeners, he's going crazy now. But what were you feeding them, sir? And his fans support him brazy. Everything he does is for you, I promise, he says. I'll only be on it daily. He goes on to say, he has nothing but love to spread. Sir, bruh, we just read some lyrics. This is where the disconnect comes in. Be like, Mona, why are you always talking about dissonance and disconnect? And because it's in the culture, man. How is it that he just said he only spreads love and he just had an ode to how to be toxic? That's not love. That's not love, brother. He got nothing but love to spread. Bruh, you had toxicity to spread. Then he goes on to say, but they gonna hate. It hurts his heart to see them Twitter. The Twitter fingers come from, and he's calling everybody's name. This is probably why they want to shut him up. Because he over here like baby Kanye. He's over here like baby Ye, son. He's calling out everybody's name. Yo, baby Ye. Baby Ye mega calling. He says, but I flipped the switch. I'm gripping money at the fast pace and don't ask for blink when it get real. That's his last favor. Oh, my merciful Father. Couldn't he have spoken to his pastoral father about this conversation? What's going on? He goes on to say, can't cry now because he gonna laugh later. Girl, you had the nerve to write that statement on that affidavit, knowing I ain't do it, but I'm coming at my truest. Trying to keep this 200 with you. Not even 100 no more. He had to go to 200. Shorty, he can prove it. But see, now we here, and he wasn't able to prove it. They blocked the proof, and so now he's getting the shine treatment, right? He's getting the shine treatment. He goes on to say, but them people in your ear, they the true ones that he fears. They really got you thinking Tory Lanez would do you in for real? Like, how do you not know that? I didn't even sit and watch the whole trial because other things to do. But this is just crazy. Like, did you do it or didn't you do it? You didn't do it. Then did she imagine it? And why would she put it on you? And who is she protect? It's just a whole lot of just like, bruh, you're walking around. So it was not like, it injured you that you couldn't go forward in life. So the question is, why did it have to get to this point? But let's continue. Don't forget you was, I'm done. He said, don't forget you was my B. That boy didn't have no behavior. He held it down and kept it real. He would never paint no fake picture of you just for some meals. And he thought that you was solid too, but look at how you doing. So he's guilt tripping her like, yo, look at how you look what you out here doing. Look at how you doing him. People trying to ruin him. Even I'm rhyming better than it. And what's even worse is he's still thinking about you and me. Father, help me. So after the girl tell lie pan your pan after David, I'm starting to wonder and inquire about his parentals and the family in which he grew up with. Because there's no way that somebody can do you this dirty and you still thinking about them, you and them together. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? How are you going live on his birthday with all your jewelry to try to make some fool of me? I think he just wanted something to rhyme with jewelry and fool of me, because what does her going live with jewelry got to do with anything? But how are you going to go live on his birthday? Huh? Why did you do that? But he loves you hard. This is not love, honey. This is not love. So he going to be cool. He going to cool it. Because I was cool right with Cuban. But that was stupid of him. Somehow he's still down to, renegotiate the unity. His heart is some foolery. This is just confusing me. It's confusing you, me, and everybody on my live right now. It is confusing everybody, Tory. No one knows what you're talking about. Let me see when Tory Lanez born, because he's giving me some vibes right now. Let me see something. Hold on. I just need a July 27th. So she went live on July 27th. Tory, something not too right with you. Let's continue. So you still want to be with her, son? Anyway, he's going through the phases, but he got to stack the paper. And the real estate niggas is hating, took me off the application. What application? What? But when they took that from me, they really took that from my baby. I cannot. Tory, you need a counselor. Iyanla, Auntie Ayanda, come back. Tory has gone over to the application, to the real estate. But when they took that from me, they really took that. And I'm not laughing at his pain. I'm just like, the fact that he's putting all of this in a song. What the blink I'm going to do to this old lady? What the y'all mean my son don't need a house? My baby mama don't need safety. And even though I got the payment, the real estate still hating. Oh, he's getting redlined because he watching me all on the news. But he ain't charged with no cases. Say the owner say my case is looking crazy. How do that make? So basically they messing up his life and the life of his family, the life of his baby mother. But Tory, when you was out there in the pool with the people them, were you thinking about these things? Because oftentimes people do things and they only think about how the other person is affecting their reality, not how every choice that he made up until that point is what is affecting his reality, right? So I think there's a certain level of him. How old is he? When is him born? 1992. Oh, he's young. 1992. Interesting. He's only 30. He's young. Okay, but he ain't that young. He should know by now. So basically, he's being redlined, okay? And he can't buy and do what he needs to do, and he's in his feelings. New times turn to past tense. All he wants is straight cash. Blink say he lacks sense. I mean, for tell you the truth, the way you dealing right now, you are lacking some common sense in the way that you're engaging, brother. I'm just saying. Star player hearing lies coming from the backbench. So in the midst of you having problems securing real estate, you have time for bust subliminals at people. Okay. He says, kill or be killed. That's the reason he don't have friends. That the ends are lying on Crody, niggas saying he's deported. Well, he's clearly not deported because he was here to stand trial, right? So he really does too much talking. That's India said he's talking too much. I think he probably knows the way of the industry. So if push comes to shove, this is his letter. Even though he's talking too much, I guess he's one of the ones who doesn't want to not be heard. So he put it in a song. I guess this is his insurance policy where he's telling you, like, I told you guys, and I told you guys way before this point right here. I see it kind of as him like putting a public insurance policy. All he wants is straight cash. Oh, we already read that. And now I'm 5'3". He do be salty though. Oh, brother. And now he's 5'3" and saying he's a shorty. He's 5'7". Like, stand corrected. Put 4 more inches on my name. He said, put some respect on his name. Put some respect on my name. Put 4 inches on my name. Okay. Money on me, sidestepping. Why do you have to keep talking about money, Tory? What got you in this situation? And if he stand on his wallet, you will see my thighs in heaven. What kind of lyrics? you have to have more intrinsic value than what's in your wallet. Right now, I know we're living in a world, they say, oh, men, you shouldn't just judge men by what's in their wallet. But if men are only talking about what's in their wallet, then they're actually telling you what they want you to judge them by. If you don't only want to be judged by what's in your wallet, stop bringing it up, bro. We never heard nothing else except for money, wrist, girls. We're not hearing why we should buy into this narrative. Anyway, we're almost done. Thank you for sticking with us. For those who just joined us, I'm just taking it light today. You know? Okay. One umbrella gang, when we come back, don't you try repping. For I let these breathe, I got to teach a couple lessons. You have to learn some lessons, Tory. You know, they have to teach. You know what this remind me of, telling all your business? Buju. Buju was talking too much in the song Driver. He just told all his little business. Next thing you know, how long did Buju sit down for? About 10 years? He had to end up going to school. I think he came out with his bachelor's. What Buju went back and came out with he graduated. I think he did business. Hold on. He said too much. Maybe we'll look at Buju's lyrics next time, because y'all be talking too much. Buju was over there talking about some driver don't stop at all. He's telling all of his movements, and next thing you know, he caught a case. He did his time. He went to school. He educated himself, and then they released him. But Tory, sometimes, in the case of Tupac, when I look back at Tupac, and he had this opportunity that Tory has, in the sense that sometimes the wildness that the men find themselves in, they're caught up in this whirlwind of women and drugs and flashy and this and that. And then the creator gives them an opportunity to sit down. And I often think that if Tupac had just sat down, he was so antsy that he didn't want to sit so that he can reflect. This is why and how he ends up taking the deal on a napkin from Suge Knight, right? But had you had to sit down and learn the lesson, sometimes when you get put in time out, it's for your own protection and your own benefit. But when he could not sit down and he wanted out so much that he hops out, he agrees to go on, listen to the name of the record label. He agrees to go on the record label, and he's trying to now dig himself out of this hole by producing so much so that he can go his way, because he didn't really want to do it. He ends up losing his life. You could have just sat down, bro. You could have just taken a moment to really see, why and how you ended up in this situation. But instead, you wanted to jump bail. So at this point, Shine did the same thing. I think, did he go back to school? I know he went back to Belize. He went back to his country. The band's father is a diplomat. It's not like you don't come from somewhere. Now, if I'm not mistaken, he represents Belize in certain manners, governmental wise. Sometimes you need to sit down and gather yourself, because right now you beyond yourself, you beside yourself. But let's continue. Let's see here. So he's gonna teach them he got a couple of questions here. How do you get shot in your foot? Don't hit no bones or tendons. So since nobody was listening to him, he put it in a song. Okay, I got questions. How you get hit in your foot, don't hit no bones and tendons. How your team is trying to paint me as some home menace. He just lost $10 million because of this business, but he got like 10 million followers that's going to roll with him. Fans that support him because they know his heart. Is the heart different from what you're putting on the paper? So he don't give up if Shorty no jigger. This is why the father was probably hollering that Jay-Z was into this situation. He was taught to beat the block. Eeny, meeny, mo. No, they no mo. In these streets, and so his Nina is cocked. Whatever that means. Y'all can play me, y'all can frame me, but he's gonna reach the top, and he would never put you in no danger. And if he did, you would have said it when you seen the cops. So the story came out that when she saw the cops, whoa, there's a lot of writers on this song. Wait, I jumped ahead. The story came out that when she saw the cops, this must be strategic. When she saw the cops, she was trying to quote unquote protect the black man. I don't know. But this goes in correlation to present day what's going on with the trial. And then we're going to look at all of these songwriters because this is very interesting. A Lamborghini bands, and they coming out the floor. Hit the fans when I'm pulling out the dough. He would never fall out with niggas over hoes. I'm done. Money over. Okay, let me see if we got anything else in here worthy of me going over. You see, you never learn your lesson. Now look at this last verse here. He got bad bees trying to have a orgy. Isn't this the reason why you found yourself in compromising situations to believe? India said, "Child, isn't this the reason? Isn't this the reason? Tell me the reason. Isn't this the reason? This is the lifestyle you want to live, and these are the things that come with it. Keep umbrella for days, and it gets stormy." And then he's talking about Henny and everything else. But they talking petty, but about me, but they looking corny. Okay. Wait, at the end he says, and God bless me when I wake up every morning. I'm done. Let's see here. He wrote it. Somebody named Chaz Jackson. Dwayne, that's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 songwriters. Are they sure? That's a lot of songwriters for one song. Chaz Jackson, Dwayne Washington, Dylan Clary Carell, Michael F. Hernandez, Harsisi. No, sir. This sounds strategic, people. This is a lot of people. What is this? We Are the World? Is this We Are the World? We Are the Children? This is a lot of songwriters. See, this is why I don't often, because this is a lot of songwriters for one song. And it's not like Chaz Jackson. Executive music producer. This might be this person right here. Composer. Songs. This is a lot of writers for one song. What say ye? What was the purpose of having... You're going to tell me when you guys wrote this song, 10 people were in the room? I doubt it. I doubt that 10 people were in the room. That means that this had to be strategic. Okay, the first person is a executive producer. He says he loves Jay, 4 times nominated Grammy winner. Okay, I'm just going to look up a few of these people. Right, to control the narrative. Let's look up and see who Dwayne. So let's look up the first. He's the first star songwriter. Let me drop this screen right here. That means the person really may think that, they may have been set up. Chaz Music. So this is, besides, what's his name? Tory Lanez. This is the other, quote, songwriter. So I don't know if he's getting EP credit on the track or what. Or the people who made the track, maybe, but they're not a songwriter if you wrote the track. That's just okay. So that's one person there. Then somebody else named Dwayne Washington. I think that would be the person because they fit the bill. Let me just look up 2 more people here. I'm not gonna go like all the way in because that's a bit much. Hold on here. No, go back. No, this person is a athlete. That would take my researching. I'm not going to jump off into research right here. Jorge Miguel. That's just I did hear him on an interview when somebody wanted him to give more questions. It did sound like he was quoting from the actual what they put out there. So I think they realized from early on that he may be the fall guy in this situation. But I don't know. That's interesting. Anywho, let me know your thoughts. That was quite enjoyable. For me anyway. Because the confusion, there's a lot of confusion, and we can tell why. We can see why there's a lot of confusion today, because the people minds who are singing the songs are confused. They're confused. And so they're planting these seeds in the mind of the young children who are growing up, and they're following them. And then, they're singing the songs and they're following the celebrities. And this is what it is. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me open this up for 2 seconds, and then I'm going to roll. I'm going to drop this in the comment section, so we can open up the mic. If you have some thoughts on what we just read, from the lyrics, is it me? Is it them? And this is, is it the times? Are we just old? And times have changed and we need to get with it? Like, are these things actually having? I saw a lady, while I'm waiting to see if anybody wants to come up, I saw two parents, Europeans, said they gave their daughter a phone. This was a couple of years ago. They gave her a phone, but she was like 11. This little girl downloads Instagram, and then she hides it from the parents. So apparently, and they were asking, like, how could they hide it? Apparently, they have these little icons that is actually Instagram, but they make it look like it's a calculator or a picture, so that the parents are not aware that these young children have downloaded these apps, because they're really crafty these days. And the little girl becomes addicted, but in her space, she becomes addicted to these very crazy eating disorder type of pages. And Instagram continues to feed and populate her feed with these type of things. And it sucked her in so much until when her parents realized it was way too late. And so they came on a documentary talking about the dangers of social media for young children. But listen even to the way in which in the song he wrote that even though if they take away millions from him, he knows that he has millions of fans who are willing to back him. And what I found interesting is that in a short clip, I see him talking about he was trying to find out how he was going to get back money that he lost through this situation. And guess what he did? I said, you see, he came up with an NFT. I was telling people earlier this year, about NFTs, right? So he comes up, and I created an NFT for the Yummy Cottage and all that. But sometimes there's so much going on that we don't catch on till later, right? So he creates an NFT, and then he says he sold it for $1. And then his fans bought the NFTs. I didn't even look at the NFTs. Let me see Tory Lanez NFT. And then they raised the floor of the NFTs, because NFT basically is non-fungible tokens, in which people are basically buying into something, and it's creating an economy in and of itself, your own trading mechanism, so to say. And the more that you trade, you're able to raise the floor, meaning that the price can go up, the value of these NFTs, right? So I was like, no, he didn't. Yes. Let me see what his NFT looked like. But you also can do musical NFTs as well. You can do musical NFTs, and you can also do artistic NFTs. So basically, you own the rights to it. It's like you owning the masters to your own thing. You don't necessarily have to go through the channels that people traditionally will go through, right? You don't have to go through an art house and things of this nature. But the situation with them is that it's through cryptocurrency, right? But that's a whole nother conversation for another day. If you was here earlier on this year, I was on my NFT, trip. There's a lot of people who've come in and violated essentially and done rug pulls and, dupe people out of monies. But essentially it's buying into this whole other space within social media. It's beyond quote social media. It's into this other viral virtual realm. And then you get cryptocurrency that you either keep in crypto or you bring back into the fiat currencies. But let me click and see his NFT. Let me see, because let's see here. Let's look at it together, shall we? All right, sis. Have a good night. Let me check the NFT real quick, and then I'm going to roll. Okay, so he did an NFT. Also, he did his music as NFTs. He did this little virtual thing here, and he released it. He released it around the same time that the situation was happening. No more pre-orders. Let's see how much they're selling for. Let's see. When it's dark, NFT, that must have been. They're all here selling for $10,000, 50,000, 777,000. But how many? 5,000. And he said initially they were selling for $1. So this is interesting. This is really, really interesting stuff. I wanted to see. But okay. So with that said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Everybody have a blessed night. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. We'll be back at another time. And yeah, one.